Alright, so this is the start here. I'm now going to jump on and see what's cracking. So,
Police have tonight confirmed that
this
the
is the
body
BBC
discovered
video.
in the River Wyre in Lancashire yesterday is that of Nicola Bulley, the 45-year-old mother of two who went missing more than 3 weeks ago. Her body was spotted by dog walkers about a mile away from where she was last seen. Tonight, in a statement, her family was scathing about the way some in the media and members of the public have behaved over recent weeks, including accusing Nicola's partner of wrongdoing, which they said was appalling.
I'm just going to stop you right there. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of speculation. No one just falls in the river and leaves no evidence as such. And the fact that he's got a black eye, I mean, is that not a little bit suspect? So let's carry on.
Judith Moritz reports.
The Lancashire landscape has held on to its secret for the last 3 weeks. The River Wyre, snaking its way through the fields here, held the answer all along. What happened to Nicola Bulley? Now we know.
Sadly,
No, we don't.
we are now able to confirm that yesterday we recovered Nicola Bulley from the River Wyre. Nicola's family have been informed and are of course devastated. Our thoughts are with them at this time, as well as with all her loved ones and the wider community.
We will never be able to comprehend what Nikki had gone through in her last moments, and that will never leave us. We will never forget Nikki. How could we? Nikki, you are no longer a missing person. You have been found. We can let you rest now. We love you, always have and always will. We will take it from here.
Nicola Bulley was walking her dog near St Michael's on Wyre when she was last seen in a field on January the 27th. Her phone was later discovered on a bench next to the water. Yesterday, her body was found downriver, about a mile away. The area had been searched with sonar equipment and divers, but somehow Nicola lay undiscovered for
Conveniently.
24 days. She was found by members of the public near to this river bend.
There is no way that's true. There's no way they searched that entire area with professional equipment and divers, and she still went missing for 24 days, and then another dog walker, members of the public, just happened to see her. No way. This is a lie.
The currents would be very low, and a relatively large physical body in a water column would not move anywhere near as fast as the current.
Lancashire police said all along that they believed Nicola had fallen into the water, but the force has been criticised for its response and especially for its decision to release personal details about the mother of two.
So I like how they criticise the police for putting out those details, but the media, much like BBC, who are reporting on this, are also putting out that personal information. They could have just not put it out. I mean, they gave credence to the story from the police. The police gave it to them, but the media didn't have to report it. You know, funny that. Do you know what else is funny about this? They're having a go at TikTokers speculating all this sort of stuff, right? But if the BBC didn't just use this specific case because she's a white woman with blue eyes and blonde hair to push out there and be like, oh, someone's missing, no one on TikTok would have mentioned this in the first place. So maybe the BBC need to think about that. But we'll carry on.
When the cameras have left this village and the posters and ribbons have been taken down, the police and the media will have some soul searching to do, including whether...
Right, we're going to stop real here. The whole the police walking behind her there, right? Don't ever think that was just coincidental. That's acting. They told them to walk past, so she could say that by them for impact. Yeah, don't fall for things like that. That is a very good trick, and it looks impactful. But yeah, that's easy to do. That's just
the relationship between them had any influence on the way the case itself was handled.
Bob Eastwood was a chief superintendent with Lancashire Police. Now retired from the force, he thinks it's been unfairly criticised, though sees this case as a game changer.
Can you separate out the way the communications were dealt with and the investigation?
I think there became a big beast that was hungry for information. People were going out for their own information. People were making things up. Experts were adding to it, and quite clearly, in my view, they were making it up based on no evidence whatsoever.
But the whole Nicola Bulley has fallen in the river has been taken as gospel, even though there's no evidence to suggest or support it. So what's the difference? Can you explain that to me?
The yellow ribbons, still fluttering, were supposed to signify hope. Tonight, that has run out. Now Nicola Bulley's family know she's not coming back. The mystery of her disappearance ending with the saddest of answers. Judith Moritz, BBC News, Lancashire.
Well, as you heard Nicola's family say, they are appalled by the way her disappearance has been treated by some in the media and by members of the public. There has certainly been huge public interest since she vanished, particularly on social media, where amateur detectives took to sites like TikTok to try to solve the mystery themselves. Our disinformation correspondent Mariana Spring looks at...
So now the attack begins on this BBC thing. So they're trying to bring it to TikTok Sleuths, or TikTok detectives they keep calling us. I mean, we're allowed to speculate. We have freedom of speech. We're allowed to make content. It's called conspiracy theories. It's a bit of fun. Sometimes people may go over the mark. I mean, the people that apparently had a dispersal order, I find it fun that these people that had a dispersal order have not spoken on TikTok since. Have not spoke about their experience. Have not spoke about the fact they had a dispersal order. Absolutely nothing. And the videos that they claim to be searching that area, in the dark, you can't tell where that is. And I still call that they didn't even go anywhere near there. They just picked like a wooded area and just started walking through and put spooky music on it and tried to run with it. And yeah, I never believed they went there in the first place. So yeah, I'm calling bull on that whole thing. And then conveniently, a person has live streamed there and been arrested. Which again, you haven't heard from this guy either. But you know, we keep moving.
Why Nicola fascinated so many?
So why did TikTok sleuths descend on the village where Nicola Bulley disappeared? My social media feeds have been awash with videos speculating about Nicola Bulley's disappearance, not only clips of people visiting the scene, but sinister conspiracy theories denying the reality of what's happened. One detective...
Did the BBC realise that they're drawing attention to the conspiracy theories as well? Yeah, they do, trust me, they know what they're doing.
At Lancashire Police said she'd not seen anything like it in 29 years. A TikToker was even arrested and fined after he live-streamed himself at a house opposite when...
But he hasn't spoken about it.
Nicola went missing. There's also been a huge amount of media interest in the case, but it's this social media frenzy that really makes it stand out. Tourists travelling to the scenes of disappearances is nothing new, nor are true crime sleuths online. But TikTok in particular seems to be sucking in a huge number of people.
You see how they keep making little digs? Online sleuths, they keep making little digs, trying to make us seem like we're pathetic or sad or something. We're some sort of weird little nerds or something. This is so stupid and so obvious what they're trying to do. The agenda is keep independent journalism voices quiet. That's what they're trying to do. They don't want us to speak.
As of Friday, the 17th of February, TikTok videos discussing Nicola Bulley's case and using her name as a hashtag had accumulated over 270 million views. In comparison, posts and videos using these same phrases on other major social media sites have had less traction when analysing a combination of engagement, mentions and views. Caroline, who lives in a town nearby and had been sharing videos about this on TikTok, told me she's seen hundreds of videos pushing false suggestions.
Who's this Caroline?
In messages to me, she said, being a mum myself, I think it's nice to see people sharing, hoping it might just trigger someone to come forward. I also think that people trying to help search for anything that may locate Nicola's whereabouts is great too. Some of the things they point out in the videos make you think maybe they are onto something. This has had a huge impact on those in the local community who've been targeted. I spoke to Oliver, whose family owns the caravan park close to where Nicola was last seen.
This guy does not own the caravan park.
Taking pictures, printing our address, naming us all online. My 79-year-old grandmother, who at times has been frightened to leave the house.
He's lying. Look at his hands.
It's not a set. We're real people in this community, and of course, the worst of the abuse and torment has been angled at the Bulley family. And
TikTok said its thoughts are with Miss Bulley's family and friends at this difficult time. It says it does not tolerate bullying or harassment on TikTok and that it removes content that violates its policies.
No, it doesn't.
And this isn't just about social media. A significant number of people, well-versed in online conspiracy theories, presented with a complex disappearance at a time when trust in the police is low, is the perfect storm. And Nicola's family, in their statement tonight, have directly criticised parts of the media too. Questions now loom over how the police investigation has been hampered by this online frenzy and how forces all over the country will deal with this next time it happens.
See that now, trying to put the fear into content creators, saying how the authorities are going to deal with this next time it happens. The agenda is so clear of what's going on here. The BBC and these mainstream media outlets are losing viewers, they're losing ratings, so they're losing funding and money. And the more they're losing attention, the more these billionaires and the police and the politicians and all these people that are in cahoots and own the media can't push their false narratives. And that's what they're worried about. Because even if the TikTok detectives are wrong and what they've been saying is just speculation and bullshit, at least it's a refreshing view from people that aren't just lying to keep ratings. I mean, you might try and say we're doing it for views and that sort of thing. Personally, maybe one or two people, yeah, they're for views, but other people like myself don't really care about views or fame or anything like that. We just like to use our platforms to speak out and talk about things. It is cool to see numbers, let's not get it twisted, but that's not what this is about. This is about spreading truth and being allowed to use the independent voice of independent journalists like myself. And for platforms like mine, where we can speak out and not be censored and share our opinions and views. Even if we're wrong, we have the right to speak. Freedom of speech. We have the right to be able to speak out. Even if it is speculation, even if we're wrong, just say so. I mean, in this video, you're not even saying that we're wrong, you're just attacking us. You're not even saying that we're wrong. You're literally just attacking us on this one. So, BBC, you got to hold a massive L on this one. And yeah, let's move on to the Mirror one.